Israel's closest ally, the United States, warned it would restrict its military support if Israel doesn't improve aid to Gaza in 30 days. It is the strongest such warning since Israel's war with Hamas began a year ago. Previously, the US wrote to Israel in April to demand more aid to the war-torn Strip. At the time, Israel made changes to let 300 to 400 trucks enter Gaza per day, but Washington officials say that number had since fallen by more than 50%. On Tuesday, State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller outlined a letter State Secretary Antony Blinken and Defense Chief Lloyd Austin wrote to Israeli officials on Sunday. It cited burdensome and excessive restrictions Israel was imposing on commercial imports, goods, and human movement. It says Israel must in 30 days let a minimum of 350 trucks to enter Gaza per day, institute pauses in fighting to allow aid delivery, and revoke evacuation orders to Palestinian civilians when there is no operational need.
We know that it's possible to get humanitarian assistance into Gaza. We know it can be done. We know that the various logistical and bureaucratic obstacles can be surmounted. And so it is incumbent upon the government of Israel to surmount those challenges and get assistance in.
Sunday's letter cited Section 620I of the U.S. Foreign Assistance Act, which prohibits military aid to countries that impede delivery of U.S. humanitarian assistance, and a national security memorandum that gauges the credibility of Israel's assurances its use of U.S. weapons does not violate U.S. or international law. An Israeli official in Washington said the letter had been received and was being reviewed. Separately, Washington also proposed a new channel for the U.S. to raise and discuss civilian harm incidents with Israel, though the administration's criticism of Israel's actions in Gaza was balanced with military support, announcing the same day as the letter that Israel would be sent more U.S. troops and advanced THAAD missile batteries. The State Department also raised concerns with Israel over its bombing campaign in Beirut.
We made those concerns publicly. I'm not going to speak to it in any detail from here, but we have had quite detailed conversations with the government.
Can you elaborate on that nature? Is it the number of high civilian deaths? Is it them seemingly targeting like civilian infrastructure?
It is largely the civilian toll.
Lebanon says Israeli strikes have killed at least 2,350 people over the last year and left nearly 11,000 wounded. The toll does not distinguish between civilians and combatants, but includes hundreds of women and children.